So let's be honest, we've all experienced identity crisis at some point in our life. We get to a point where we ask ourselves, who am I? What is my purpose? Where do I see myself in a year, 5, 10, 15, 20 years? We question our goals and we truly ask God, why am I here? Or we know why we're here. We've planted the seed. And for some weird reason, even though the seed has been planted, it's not growing. We're making steps, but they seem like they're baby steps. That saying of, I'm taking one step forward, but 2 steps back, or I just can't get motivated, or I'm procrastinating, or you just seem so lost, and it seems as though God has forgotten about you and your purpose and your dreams. Let's cue the Lion King clip right now.
Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are.
It's about living out your goals and seeing it through and finishing your race and doing what God created you to do. Who wants to be 70, 80, or 100 years old and be old and bitter saying, oh, that was supposed to be me, or dang, I wish I would have did such and such, or while I was young and had time, I should have done what I wanted to do. And life is too short to not complete our goals. So something has to change. You know what I'm saying? We have to change. We can't just blame the universe and say it's their fault and it's unfair. We have to change. And if you're watching this video, you have to change. So I personally have gone through my own personal paradigm shift, and I want to give you guys 3 tips on how to change your life. So I would say my very first piece of advice on how to change your life. Again, none of this is going to happen overnight. I am not a licensed doctor. I'm no priest, and I'm not God. And I'm not psychic. So I'm not telling you, oh, once you do these 3 things, poof, change. Change comes from within, and it can take time. But here's the advice that I have come up with. So the number 1 thing I think you should do is pray. I know that sounds cliche, and I'm not trying to throw religion on you or be super preachy in this video, but I would say pray. What we all have to realize and recognize is that we came from God, and we are going back to God. We get so distracted by these people and the negativity and the toxicity of the world that we truly forget where we came from. Came from the Most High, God. Jesus died for our sins because he knew that our day was going to come to where we weren't going to be down here anymore, and we were going to have to answer to our Creator. So I would say build a strong relationship with God. Like, pray every day, get saved, go to church. I know I have. 2 weeks out from getting saved myself. Read the Bible, listen to sermons online. Like, if you're young like me and you've never really had a close relationship with God, it can be kind of odd at first and difficult because God is not in a physical form, right? Like everything else on this earth. It's the whole saying, walk by faith and not by sight. And I truly chose to follow God and listen to the word and learn the word, like I've never done before. And it's truly helped me grow inside and out. As I've currently experienced my paradigm shift, and I'm currently in my healing process and going to church more, and I'm celibate. And again, I'm only speaking from my experience because this is my video. I'm giving you guys my tips and tricks, so I can really only go off my experience. I just felt so much stronger, and I have so much clarity, and I've recognized the mistakes of my past and the errors that I've made, and that I've put the trust in the wrong people, trusting the devil's followers, listening to the wrong men, and trying to impress people and take care of others. And I honestly forgot about myself in the process, and sometimes you don't even know that you're doing it. So forget trusting people for a minute and just trust God. Learn your word, listen to the word, pray every day. I hope you're somewhere all that to say this. F them and they. Forget about men and boys and boyfriends, and forget about friends and ex-friends and cliques and crews. Forget about social media. Forget about your haters in the past. Forget about what your teacher said. Forget about what the negative people at work said. Forget about them. Focus on God. I don't care if it's your family member. Focus on God and yourself. And strength just comes from that. Like, you will never go wrong with choosing yourself and God. And this leaves me with tip number 2, which is know thyself. Date yourself again, you guys. You must get to know yourself. It's crazy how we get so oohed and awed and so in other people's business swiping that we don't even really know ourselves. Get to know yourself. Date yourself. Really sit down and write down, what do I want out of life? What's truly my favorite color? What do I like to do? What are my goals and why are they my goals? If you have a certain goal or you want to complete something or you want this even physical thing, why do you want it? Where did that thought come from? Because some people, they be living to impress other people, not even necessarily themselves. So really sit down and write down all your goals and then think about where it came from. Are you doing it because you saw somebody else do it on social media? Are you doing it because you want to one-up that person back in high school that said you wouldn't be nothing when you grew up? Are you doing this to outdo your ex?
I'm addicted to flexing on my own.
Are you doing this because your mama said do it? Are you going back to school because that's what your father want to do it? Make sure everything that you want to do, you're doing it because you want to fucking do it. Stop living for other people. Know thyself and make sure it's true and you're doing it for you. Write down your vision and make it plain. I have 2 vision boards behind me. I have notebooks. I have my calendar. I have notepads on me. I have my vision board in my locker at work. Like, I know what I want. I know it's for me. Not saying that, my family won't benefit off my success when it happens one day. But, I'm saying? It's for me and it's something that I want to do and something I want to accomplish. Know what you want. Know what you want. If you don't know what you want, somebody else is going to tell you what to do and what you want. And guess what that's doing? Being a puppet. And we ain't doing that. So know yourself, date yourself. That way you know who can be in relationship with you. Who can you befriend? Who can love you? Who can work next to you? What type of business deals can you have? I'm saying, have your non-negotiables on the side. Have your top qualities you want in a mate that are non-negotiables. Like, now I have my non-negotiables that I want in a friendship, that I want in my husband, that I want in a workplace, that I want to accomplish. Like, everything I've literally written out on how I want it, why it's there, where it came from, and why I'm not budging on those non-negotiables dealing with Chantal. Okay, so know yourself. X out the effing world. Stop worrying about them and they and what they got going on, scrolling up and down social media, stalking your ex. You know what I'm saying? Focus on yourself. People are distractions, man. I can honestly say, when I look back on my past and all those errors I made in my 20s, we coming to the end of these 20s now, but just now that I'm in solitude, I truly have the best positive attitude. Because when I wasn't, when I was people pleasing and not following my intuition, I didn't really know myself. I knew myself, but I didn't know myself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I knew, but I didn't truly know. But now it's like I know. And some things about myself that I want to keep. I want to keep some parts of my personality, but there are other parts I'm like, no, this gotta go. It's not serving you anymore. And you guys need to really recognize, what do I like about myself and what qualities am I gonna keep? What qualities I do not like about myself that need to change. And that's how you begin to change your life. Like Michael Jackson, look at the man in the mirror. We're starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking you to change his ways. God, change my ways, Keep the good stuff, but the bad stuff, gotta go. Because we are focused on that self-actualization. Shout out to Maslow. And my third quick tip on how to change your life would be self-discipline. This kind of goes hand in hand with praying and knowing yourself. To know yourself is to know your flaws, right? And if you want to change, you got to be disciplined, right? You have to cut out the habits to enjoy your harvest for later. You know, everything we want is so fast. Fast food, you know, fast relationships. People just want sex and not a commitment. People want fast information, probably why you're watching this quick video. You know, people want fast results. They want to lose weight fast, but anything you get too fast won't last. Anything you get too fast won't last. It takes hard work, dedication, and discipline. If you want to lose weight, you gotta get off your butt and go to the gym and stop eating so much. There's so much information and diets and people going vegan. Too much information out there for y'all to not know to complete any goal you have. You know, with much is wanted, I guess much is required. So if you aspire to be famous and aspire to be a singer, a rapper, or you know, you want to start that business or you want to go back to school, that's going to take discipline. So yeah, you're probably going to have to sacrifice some sleep and wake up early or go to sleep late. Yes, you're probably going to have to go to the gym when you don't feel like it. Yes, you're probably going to have to cut some foods out of your diet. You know, yes, you're going to. Let me tell you something. You're going to have to cut some people off, because some people, everybody come with you, can't go with you. Everybody come with you, can't go with you. Just because, you know, you've changed and you are in your healing phase in your life, that doesn't mean other people are, right? So if they're not serving you, if they're not great support systems, if they're not with you, if they're just taking more than they give, if they saying little hating ass comments, that's because it's something deep down on the inside that don't want you to complete your goals, okay? Us ladies, sometimes we get so hung up on, oh, I need a man, da-da-da. Girl, all the dudes in my past were nothing but distraction. They weren't good for me and they had to go. I'm way happier, way at peace, way at better with them gone. None of them were my, you know, God-given husband. You know, none of them were that. So you got to recognize when some people just got to go. You know, we mix those seasonal people up with lifetime expectations. So when you're disciplined, it's about cutting off them toxic, negative leeches. People that's only taken from you. Cut people off. Set your alarm. Stop being lazy. Stop procrastinating. You're wasting your life. And like I said at the beginning of this video, you don't want to be 70, 80, 90 years old, bitter, full with regrets. Get it done today. Okay, get it done. You know what that it is. You know what your it is. My its and my goals don't have to look like yours. They won't look like yours. And that's okay. You're an individual. You have your own identity and I have mine. But please plant the seed. Nothing's gonna grow if you didn't plant shit. Guess what? Time is a ticking. So you can't waste time because you truly don't know how much you got. I hope this video served you guys really quickly. I know y'all like, Chantal, where you been? Girl, prayed up, paid up, getting saved, being celibate, being at peace, y'all. I'm honestly at peace. I've been praying every day, getting closer to God. I have this glow on me now, and I just feel I'm so filled with gratitude now. Just cutting off all those negative people and, you know, limiting, you know, my access to people and, you know, focusing on my career, falling back in love with music and creating content. But I had to realize it was something on the inside of me that needed to change. I'm changing again. You know, if you look at these old videos, my niche and my interests have literally changed, but you guys are going along in my journey with me and you're growing with me and you're seeing how I'm changing. I used to be the club party girl. You know, I haven't been doing that, y'all. I've been in the house. So I'm not gonna have a whole lot of information on what's the top clubs in the new state that I'm living in because I don't club anymore. Come along on this journey with me. We're focusing on self-love. Yes, I'm still gonna travel. It's about living in confidence. It's about completing goals and recognizing that we all need to change to complete our mission. You know, we gotta unlearn those negative habits and those unhealthy ways of thinking, getting rid of those intrusive thoughts, and being more confident and knowing that we're the shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk around thinking that you know everything. You got to change. You got to unlearn. Yes, you got to put some new information in, but you got to get that poison out your head, because it all starts with your thoughts. You have total control of this. You have total control of this. You're the captain, you're the general, you're the boss, you're the daddy, you're the mama. This belongs to you, okay? So, car on the road. Without a doubt, you are beautiful inside and out. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video, which is real soon. Let's change. This is your story. This is your book. And you are the main character. So that character got to get up and keep going. That main character got to look in the mirror. You're the hero in this. You. If anybody's going to change this story, it's you. You're the main character. You get to decide who stays and who goes. Everybody come with you, can't go with you. Yes, you on the road. You on the road. You on the road again. We 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 on the road again. Man, I'm telling y'all right now, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
One, two, three, bring your body to me.